Eagles beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl rematch. Ike, your thoughts?
Victory! Woo! Sing it!
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Come on, man.
Here we are.
It's a crowd of 10.
Well, I was told that would have been an acceptable loss yesterday. I guess the Eagles didn't feel the same way. Come on, man.
Damn right they did.
They went to Arrowhead. The Chiefs had revenge on their mind. You know what the Eagles had on their mind? Just a W. Just another game. So what'd you see there, Ike? That's a big win. I mean, that's a big win.
Listen.
Schedule like this, you can stack wins like that?
Yes. You let me go.
Yeah. Sorry. I wanted to make sure you had your breath back.
Yes.
Yep.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nah, listen, it was a solid quality win on the road against a desperate team, right? In the hostile environment. And it wasn't pretty, but getting a W in the end is what matters most. It's what matters most. So what do I take away from that game, right? You always think going from week 1 to week 2, you should see a drastic improvement. That's what you usually find with a lot of teams. I didn't see a drastic improvement on the offensive side of the ball yesterday, but I did see a great improvement on the defensive side of the ball yesterday. So I'm certainly encouraged by what I saw yesterday. Drew Makuba, my goodness, this dude is a magnet for the football. That's always a great trait to have. So the defense comes up with another big turnover late in the game. Now, there's a lot of time left on the clock when that interception happened, but it seemed like Kansas City was gaining some momentum. That was a long drive. So to not end up with points there, get the interception, flip the field, and go down and get points on the other end, I thought that was obviously the turning point of the game. So I want to give credit to the defense. Makubu also had half a sack. Zadarius Smith, new Eagle, welcome to the fam. Listen, 52 looks a little odd on you, but what the hell? You look great, period. I mean, from a physical standpoint.
He looks ready.
Yeah, that's what you need from a defensive end. Great against the run, also can get after the quarterback. Great job in his debut. Want to throw him some shout-outs from yesterday. And then Jake Elliott.
He's automatic again.
Jake Elliott through 2 games seems like he's back. He's 3 for 3 for field goals over 50 yards. We all know watching him last year, that was a bugaboo. Kicking field goals over 50 yards last year, it wasn't even a 50-50 chance, I don't think. I don't know what the exact numbers was. I know I didn't feel comfortable.
I think he was 1 for 7.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, so it wasn't even 50% last year over 50 yards. He seems to be back. Offensively, Saquon, I thought, had a nice day running the football. Not a great day, but a nice day running the football. Had some big runs when needed, especially. The passing game, let's be honest. There's something wrong with the passing game right now. I don't know what it is. We seem to be very conservative in the passing game, which to me makes drives harder to get points out of. We got to get that fixed. We have to get that fixed moving forward. If we want to beat the best teams and be the best at the end of the season, we're going to need explosive plays through the passing game. And throwing for 100 yards, that's just not going to get it in this day and age. You put too much stress on the other facets of the football team when that part of the team is not actually giving you a whole lot. It means the defense has to play great. It means the running game has to be great. We need to get the passing game going, and I think that's going to open things up for the offense. You put more points on the board, defense can pin their ears back, get after the quarterback, create turnovers. All of those things have a trickle-down effect. Right now, I think we're sputtering in that area, and that's why we're seeing a choppy offense that doesn't ever seem to have an explosive, dynamic player when we really have several dynamic, explosive players on offense.
We're paying them all at least $30 million.
Yeah, and I don't know which it is, Spike, and we'll get through it today. People want to point the finger at Kevin Patullo. I don't know how much of it is that. Because I'm not even seeing play designs that are down the field as much. We saw a couple yesterday, but last year it seemed like we had more of an explosive offense in the passing game.
215-592-9494. Real quick on Zadarius Smith before we get to he's already their best edge. I mean, I agree. It's good to have an established guy in there, and it was great that he popped in the first game. And the other thing, real quick thing on Makuba is that not just the interception, but the run back was exceptional. Even though he got caught by an offensive lineman, the fact that he got us, great field position was great too.
And was there on a half a sack.
As far as the passing game and who it is, and are we going to be having the same conversation 2028? 2029. I mean, it was a big win, and we should be happy with the win. And with this schedule, you go into Kansas City the second week of the year when they're in a desperate situation. Any win at Arrowhead is a big win. Absolutely 100%. As for the offense and the passing game, I have given up. I've given up. I'm not worrying about it anymore. I'm not going to say this needs to happen or that needs to happen or blah, blah, because it would be crazy to do so, because you can't just keep looking at the same thing over and over and over again and hoping that it would be different. You said that the play design looks simple, and I agree with you. It does. It doesn't look like it, but how many different offensive coordinators have to be here for us to have the same exact comment about the offense? We said the same thing in 2023. I remember watching those games down the stretch in 2023, and every passing attempt was he would snap the ball, he would look around, and then he would run to Hurts would run to the sideline, either throw the ball away, get sacked, maybe rush for a yard, something like that. And last year ended up being the same thing. How do we get A.J. Brown more involved? He was 40th in targets in the entire NFL. A.J. Brown was. And here we go again. This year we have 150 yards, and Jalen played well in the first game. Did not play well yesterday. I don't want to hear it. He had 100 yards, 100 passing yards, 100 passing yards. This is crazy. The Dallas Cowboys defense that we had 150 passing yards against just gave up 450 passing yards to Russell Wilson. And I know they were missing a cornerback yesterday, but that doesn't go from 100 passing yards to 450. That defense that we faced yesterday gave up 330 yards passing to Justin Herbert, almost all to his wide receivers. And here's the thing. We can chase our tails and blame the coordinator, but it's been the same issue for 3 straight coordinators, and there are 2 constants. It's Jalen and it's Sirianni. So, maybe it's a combination of both of them, maybe it's one of them, but we can't do the thing where we say that it's Jalen's offense and Jalen calls all the plays, and doesn't he do this amazing thing at the line where he figures out what the right play to call is, and then when we can't pass the ball, then it's somebody else. Then it's just the coordinator. And I swear, if I see the phrase scheme someone open one more time, if it was just so easy to scheme somebody wide open, do it every play. Just do it every play, and somebody will be open every play. The fact of the matter is that he doesn't get the ball away quick enough in the plays that he needs to, and he's a split second late. And in game 1, it was easy because he went after the first read. If the first read wasn't there, he ran the ball. But we had a really good defensive coordinator yesterday, and we talked about it at the end of last week. That's not always going to work. Mm-hmm. The other team's going to be able to. So I'm just giving up on that, and I'm saying this is a really good team with a bunch of great players and a good defense, and they will go as far as the running game and the defense take them. But I am not just going to, first of all, I'm not going to every week say they need to get better at this, they need to get better at this, and then not have it, and I'm not going to be gaslit into thinking that just scoring 3 more points than the other team means that the offense did their job. We don't do that with the defense. We don't say Adoree Jackson played well enough to win in the first game. Nobody says that. They won, so he must have played well enough to win. It's just I agree with you. A good passing game would open everything up for everyone. It would put less pressure on the defense. It would put less pressure on the running game. Everything. They would be a better team. But I just don't think they can. Last thing, we thought that the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl would be this window into what we would have this year. We have the exact same personnel on offense. We have an offensive coordinator who's been pass game coordinator for 3 years, 4 years, however long it's been. We have consistency in there. And if other teams, if Daniel Jones can go and score 30 points a game, if Lamar Jackson can go and score 30 points a game, if Josh Allen can go, we can too. We have enough personnel to do it, but we're not. So I am happy with the win. I am happy with the team. But as far as the pass game goes, I don't know how many times we can talk about the same thing, not see it, and then pick somebody else to blame other than the quarterback and the head coach.
Well, here's the thing. It's 2 weeks into the season.
Yep.
That's the good news.
For sure.
That's the good news. It's 2 weeks into the season.
Absolutely.
Things can certainly get better, but we need to recognize, I know it's difficult to do that the day after the game.
Sure.
Because everybody wants to rejoice and celebrate in the win. I get that. But if we're talking about championship football and championship level football, this has to get better. It just does. It has to get better. I don't know if you can, because Saquon's not. First of all, it's been tough sledding for Saquon to get the yards that he's got through 2 games. So teams aren't allowing these big explosive runs like we saw last year that we could lean on in the running game.
And he looks great. And there was something about the explosive runs last year that was not lucky, but it's not going to happen every year. Sort of like turnovers.
Right,
Some years you're going to have a great year with turnovers,
Yeah.
some years you're not. And I think explosive plays in the run game are something you can hope for, but not something you can plan on.
No, not
know?
unless you're Derrick Henry, because he just runs over people at times and then he breaks. But most other running backs usually get bottled up after a while.
And the other thing that I think we do when we say the pass game was good enough to win, and we give the quarterback credit for the wins, is that we're not giving credit to the players on the team and the units that were the reason for the win when we do that. The way the defense played and Jake Elliott played, that was the reason we won the game. That was why we won the game. We didn't win the game because of the offense. Now, the offense didn't turn the ball over, and that was great.
They made some plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the big play to Smitty.
For sure. Absolutely. And there were 2 big plays to Smitty, right? There was the screen pass that ended up big, and then the zero blitz.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I just...
It's got to get better.
Good luck. 215-592-9494.